What would you do if you saw someone in your backseat, but only in the mirror? Hi, I'm here with the scariest stories from around the world. And this is one of my favorites. It comes from Rachel. She was driving home from her night shift at the hospital. It was 6 in the morning and she was exhausted. The sun was barely up and the road was empty. As she was driving, she started yawning and zoning out, almost like she was falling asleep. She could see the determination in her eyes and the evil grin plastered on her face. She was getting closer, she realized, way too close. That's when Rachel slammed on the brakes and pulled over. And if you want to hear more terrifying tales from the darkest corners of our world, stay tuned for more from me. She jumped out of the car and ran away from it as fast as she could. She didn't look back. She didn't dare look back. So she glanced in the rearview mirror and almost hit the brakes. There was someone sitting in her back seat. She spun the car around and there was no one there. She must have just been tired, she thought, and continued on. But every time she looked in the mirror, the figure was closer now. Sitting in the middle of the empty seat. It was a woman. She wanted to take a photo, but the camera on her phone didn't show anything. When the light turned green, Rachel sped away. She glanced back to see if she was being followed, and that's when the woman smiled again. But then she noticed that all the mirrors in her house were starting to fog up. And when she wiped them off, she saw the same woman standing behind her, smiling. And scrunched up in the corner of the mirror, she could just barely make out the words "thanks for the ride" written from the inside of the mirror. This time, she was close enough to reach out and touch the glass. She had pale skin, a black bob haircut, and was wearing a white dress. At first, Rachel couldn't see her face because she was sitting in the shadows. But then the car in front of her turned left and the street light illuminated her face. Wide, bloodshot eyes stared directly at Rachel. It was smiling. A wide, grotesque smile with sharp teeth. Rachel wanted to scream, but no sound came out. When the road came to a stop at the next red light, the woman was right behind her. When she finally got home, she ran inside and locked the door. Now, Rachel doesn't look in any mirrors. She doesn't want to know what she might see. Do you? Let me know in the comments below.